What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, if you were able to tell by the title of the video, we're taking a look at some of the best Superman action figures. I know on screen it's Bizarro, but just due to the movie coming out soon, I think it comes out like July 10th or 11th or something like that. I forgot the exact date, but I know it comes out pretty soon. And obviously, with that, people are going to be hyped. People are going to be, buying up Superman figures. So, not creating any FOMO. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands or anything like that. So, doesn't really affect me. But I would say, if you're in the market for a Superman figure and you like any of these, I would get them now before they go up. Even more because that's usually how it happens. People don't really buy in until after the movie comes out, and then by then, to be completely honest, it's pretty late. But anyways, enough of me yapping. Let's jump into it. And first off, on screen, I'm gonna go in kind of ascending order at like just quality, and what I would say is worst on the scale. They're not bad figures, but just in the ranking of this would be kind of the worst, and then it'll obviously go up to what I believe is the best. And there's really no ranking system or anything like that. There's no criteria. I would just say it's like very up to preference, and I'm just kind of giving you some examples. So here on screen, obviously you can see we have the McFarlane Toys Bizarro. I personally have this figure. It's really good, and I really like it. And for one, I think I've seen spoiler alert. Just in case you that bothers you, um, I've seen glimpses of people thinking Bizarro is going to be in the movie, so I don't know if it'll be like comic accurate Bizarro with like the Superman suit or some kind of, you know, typical Hollywood movie changing their design and making them look like weird for whatever reason. So, Bizarro would definitely be a good addition, but if anything, you could literally just. I really, really like the colors on this Bizarro. I'm sure you could find like a Superman decal or something, take it from one of your other McFarlane toys that have a sculpted S and literally just put it on here and then repaint the gray parts, and then put a custom head on there, and then you're golden. You have a really nice, vibrant blue and red Superman that's pretty affordable. I think I got this guy at Walmart and he was like 23 bucks, which it would change like really solid figure, decent amount of articulation, typical McFarlane, But that's an idea in case you like getting into customs and stuff like that, or if you want a Bizarro. But moving on, pretty much the same Superman on the same buck. Like I was looking at these a couple times, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same body, um, except obviously this is Superman, and it's on a more navy blue, more toned down blue. Me personally, I like this blue better. It's like almost a turquoise. I really like that. But this is definitely more accurate. It's not even accurate to the source material. Like, come on. I'm sure you could have found a picture of Superman with these colors instead of using that one. But whatever. Pretty solid. I like the build. I would say that that's like the best thing is it has like those nice broad shoulders, huge traps, like big chest, smaller legs, like kind of typical, I would say it captures that like 50s to like 70s look of Superman before they like just completely made him look like a bodybuilder all around. This is kind of how superheroes were built before that. And it has that really nice generic, yeah, not in a bad way, but traditional Superman look. And then adding to that, you have this one. I like the blue on this one a little bit better, and then that symbol is freaking amazing. Like it's huge, it's metallic, it covers up the whole chest. Like I love that. If it were like literally, if you have both of these, you can literally just swap out, take off that plastic cape, and put on a cloth, and you're pretty much golden. Or you can just buy this one and buy a cloth cape. I'm sure there's thousands of capes out there that you can choose from, and then just go ahead and mod it, and you have a really good traditional looking Superman. I think these are definitely for the price. These are mostly like all of these. I'm pretty sure were originally like 20 to 25 bucks. I'm sure they're more now because, especially because the movie coming out, and then also it's Superman. Superman's a popular character, so these usually go up. So if you can find them for a decent price, I would go ahead and get that. But moving on, kind of a little bit higher. We have the $30, Ultra Platinum Edition, the collector edition from McFarlane. This is more of a specific look. This This look more so reminds me of the cartoon. I forgot the name of it, but it does have that early Superman look. For some reason, it could just be the promo pics, but for whatever reason, this Superman has all blue. Like that just looks so weird to me. Like you can paint those pretty easily, but it's just one of the things like why. But then you go down here to the Chase variant, and he has the correct colors. So just one of those things that's like kind of stupid, but all in all, this has a bulkier design, and for some people that's not their ideal look. That's why I'm saying this is more of a specific. But I did like mentioning it because it does come with like the chains. It's a pretty good build for Superman. It has a actually pretty decent looking face for Superman figures. Um, it looks pretty cool. Like this picture looks really nice. Does the body justice, and it just sucks that it looks like he doesn't come with any hands. So if you want more hands, you're gonna have to source them a different way, or maybe choose a different Superman. But overall, I think it's a pretty good option. Now, kind of going into some of the higher end, this is like the SH Figure Arts level of pricing and then quality, I would say. Beast Kingdom, I've never owned any of these figures. I'll let you guys know if I have had any experience with these. But I did watch a review on this Superman, and it had some pretty negative reviews. So I would say that your best bet would be this one of the two from Beast Kingdom. And then this one has a like more universal look. It looks more like Superman in most of the comics. I would say this one looks a little bit reminiscent of like Alex Ross Superman. Um, so if you like that, this is definitely going to be up your alley. And then looks like it's on a pretty, like higher end articulation system with a double ball peg here. No butterfly joint though, so that kind of blows. But it does look like it comes with a pretty decent amount of hands, and it doesn't, from what I can tell, it doesn't look like it comes with any extra faces. So pretty bland, honestly. Like kind of crappy looking Superman, to be honest. Um, and same thing with this one. This one does come with an extra face and like a light up feature, but it just doesn't look like any. It almost looks like what's that dude's name? He's always bitching. He's like political dude. Can't think of his name. I'll think of it eventually. But he looks pretty weird. Ben Shapiro. There you go. Like it looks like Ben Shapiro without the beard or the mustache. Like that. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. So I just wanted to mention it because it exists. So maybe someone out there really likes this look. Like even the cape looks pretty bad. Um, it just doesn't look good, to be honest. But if you think this is a good fit for you, it's there. It's on a very minuscule discount. But yeah, let's go ahead and close that out. Pretty lame. And then this is one of the ones that I think most people are a fan of, at least from what I can tell is the Mezco Superman. I've seen a lot of people get a buffer build like underbody for this and then just put the suit on it. Like I think I've seen it with the Muff Toys Atom body. They've done it with the suit, like they'll cut it off and then put it on that body, and it looks pretty good. But all in all, I mean, it's not a bad Superman. Like I think the issues I've seen with it, it's been out for a while, and obviously it's not available on the Mezco website anymore. So you're gonna have to go to like eBay or Mercari or something. But I have seen that it's a little short, like it's shorter than most of the Mezco Batmans, and there some people have issue with that, but he comes with an insane amount of expressions, and he's like the only Superman so far that has a smiling expression, which is just crazy to me. Like I think that should be pretty standard for Superman, as most times in the comics he's always smiling, unless he's like in a fight. You know what I mean? So this one comes one, two, three, four, I think five with this one, six, seven expressions. So pretty crazy that he comes with that much, and then obviously he comes with a bunch of accessories. So that's one of the things about Mezco is maybe the figures aren't that good, but the accessories are always amazing. And in this case, like I said, just by the promo pictures and stuff, I'm sure you can watch reviews and see if it fits what you're looking for. It looks pretty good, and Mezco is pretty high quality. So all in all, I think if you're okay with the price and the way it looks, it's a pretty good Superman for you. Moving on to what I prefer. I really like this. There definitely is going to be some bias when it comes to this. My favorite design for Dark Knight Returns for Superman is the Dark Knight Returns. I just really like that, like Mr. Incredible, like traditional, like stubby, like buff, uh, bodybuilder type physique for Superman. And this third party, basically Dark Knight Returns Superman. It's the Chaos Toys 112 National Defender. Pretty sure it's sold out like on most retail websites, and he's on the aftermarket for about like 180 to 190. So he's a little bit steep, but comes with the screaming face, angry face, the Dark Knight Returns like battle armor, Batman, the Green Arrow, Kryptonite Arrow, Fist. Like it comes with everything you would need, and it's on the Atom body, so it's pretty decently articulated. It's not the best. It doesn't have butterfly joints, but all in all, I think it looks really good. And I watched a review, and it doesn't look like it's made out of a cheap material. So, pretty solid choice if you're down with that. And then it looks like he does come with a matching Batman for it. So there you go. You can have the matching set. But this is a Superman video, so let's move on. That's just a Google search. And kind of wrapping it up here, what I believe are the best Superman figures are these two, at least in terms of comics, right? So let's start with the one I don't like as much is the Hush Superman. I would say that this one it's a little bit on the smaller side. Like it's almost the same size as an SH Figuarts Goku, which is a bad thing in my opinion. As Superman is, I imagine Superman in my head canon like kind of tall, but it is a really nice figure. Like looking at it, it has really good proportions. It's Mayfex, so you're getting amazing articulation. It is based on the Hush design, which is Jim Lee. So if you like that, this is gonna be right up your alley. It comes with two facial expressions. Again, I wish you would have come with like a smiling face, as Superman's always depicted like pissed off for some reason in action figure form. But it looks freaking amazing. The colors are great. They're a little bit brighter in person. I've seen this figure in person before. I've never owned it, but I have seen it like at stores and stuff. It's just I have the next one we'll talk about already, so I'm good. But this is definitely a good one. I think there's a reissue out or coming out on other websites, so you could probably find them for around retail. Now, my personal favorite Superman is the Dark Knight Returns Superman, and again, same reason why I like the. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. The National Defender. This is my personal favorite look, just because of the physique, everything. I don't like the character in the book as much. I like the story. I don't like it as much, but God, man, this figure is perfect. It's perfect for everything I like. It has that like the wrinkles, like the homemade look. The head doesn't even really look that much like he looks in the Dark Knight Returns. He has like a bigger chin. This one they kind of scaled down the chin and make it look a little bit more generic, but he definitely has that Dark Knight Returns inspired look. Then he comes with the battle damage face, which is pretty rare for Superman. You don't really ever get battle damage faces. Um, and then I've seen a lot of people kit bash this body with these heads, and it looks phenomenal. Like it looks like ripped straight out of the comics. So my personal recommendation would be this guy has a as a reissue that just dropped. He's gonna be probably the most fair price out of all of these, besides the McFarlane ones, and I think it's perfect. This is like the best cape that I've ever seen on a figure that comes with the figure. And it's just the blue is amazing. The red is bright. The super symbol or the symbol on his chest is huge. It's sculpted on there, or I think it is. It's raised. It's raised. It's not sculpted. I have it right next to me. So I would say if I had to recommend one, it would be this one. If you can track down like a comic head that fits this body for whatever look you prefer, you can go ahead and do that. And I just, this is my favorite Superman of all time. And really, the only reason I didn't get this one as well was because I already have this one. And I'm not that big of a fan of cloth. Like, this one looks really good, but all in all, it would be redundant as I already have, in my opinion, the perfect Superman for my collection. And yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys a bunch of different Superman figures just to give you some ideas. You know, maybe give you an idea if you want to make a custom one. You know, you can use all of these as inspiration or even fodder in the case of these McFarlane figures, and you know, go with it and go crazy, make your own Superman. But if you guys like the video, make sure to drop a like, share the video, and sub, as I always make videos like this. And let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any of these or are planning to buy any, or if you're holding out hope for Revel Tech. I forgot about Revel Tech, but honestly, that's like I'll do it anyway just to real quick. It's obviously the regular version is blue, but I think it's just too stylized for me. Like I don't really love the new 52 look, and this is definitely heavily inspired by that. And then on top of that, it has the Yamaguchi influence to it. So if this is something you'd see yourself, enjoying, it's definitely a good figure. And my brother has this one, and he has like a custom head on it, and it looks a lot better with the custom head. But all in all, I don't really like it, so that's why I didn't really mention it. But it is there. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you so much for watching the video. Y'all have a great day. Peace.